And welcome one last time from Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. Just getting ready to get on a plane and we're going to head back. I just want to make a few comments. I'll have a full show probably next week. Nate and I will to go over details and stats and all that fun stuff. But I just wanted to say thank you first to Michigan. No, it wasn't just a good Big Ten season. It was a great season. Michigan is an elite team. Michigan did not play well. Michigan, especially in the first half, Michigan did not coach well, especially in the first half, and the referees did not ref well. And that was pretty much throughout the whole game. Now, did the refs cost us the game? I guess you could say that targeting, which was as clear targeting as I've ever seen in my life, they should have had a second chance. What would have happened? I don't know, but we deserved that second chance. You take the Roman Wilson touchdown. That's a touchdown. Yes, those 7 points would have won the game. However, there's other things that cost us the game too. You cannot put in Mullins, who's touched the ball 9 times and was a linebacker in the beginning of the season, at a goal line when we need a touchdown. I don't get it, and I just don't. I didn't really understand him throwing that pass, but that was a little different because that was that wasn't for all the marbles, and if we didn't get it, we had other chances. But I don't understand it. But they did, and he didn't score. I don't understand the trick play, of course. Why you running some kind of Ann Arbor special? I hope that play is burnt and never brought out again. It was just not a good look. It was not a good play. And then you look at our defense. How do you get burnt time and time and time again? I thought they needed to play a little more of a two-man zone, even a 3-man zone, especially after they start, not maybe in the beginning, but after they were getting burnt time and time again, keep the play in front of you. These guys had so much speed that once they get behind the D-backs, they were done. We would score, they would score. Then let's talk about JJ. 2 pick sixes. The first pick six, if you look at it, I don't think Ronnie Bell ran the best route. He was a little shallow, and I just thought he gone out a little further and cut a little sharper. And but having said that, it still wasn't a great pass. But it wasn't horrible. But that second pass from JJ was inexcusable. It was just not a good pass. So that was some of the bad. But, do you think there's very many quarterbacks in the country, maybe a handful, that could have done what JJ did offensively in that game? And when they finally started using his legs, we were at the game and we were talking. I was talking to the guy next to me. I was talking to Sharon. We were talking all over about why are they not running the ball? What he would do, he would scramble, get to the line of scrimmage, clearly had 10 to 12 yards before he'd get hit, and instead he would throw the ball downfield for 40 yards. No, he would try to pass 10 yards into coverage, and even if they were to catch it, he'd be about 10 yards up, no further than if he ran. So there was no risk reward. It made no sense. In the second half, look what happened. I've been saying all season, Harbaugh or JJ needed to run it more. And they finally let him run, and he ran and ran and ran. Touchdowns, 2-point conversions. He was just on fire. And his passing in the second half was magical. So what does that mean for next year? And we're not going to talk about Jim right now. Nate and I will talk about it next week because that's a subject that I'm not really happy with. Will Michigan be able to come back if they lose him? I think they'll be okay. They're in a good position. I'm old-fashioned. When a guy 2 weeks ago says he's going to be happily coaching us in 2023, and that's after he knows we're going to the playoffs. If we win, we lose, it shouldn't matter. He had that decision, said he was happily coaching us, much less what he said last year to Warren Manuel. He was he was done flirting with the NFL. Now, I know the NFL is going after him this year Denver, Indianapolis are reaching out to him. He's not looking. But does it really matter? He could just say, look, I am not going to the NFL. I am staying with Michigan. But he hasn't done that yet. So we'll talk deeper later. But as far as next year, the team they're bringing back is better than this year's team. This year's team was better than last year's team. Offensively, I mean, we got Clement coming. We got some rookie or freshman receivers, running backs, tight end from Indiana. Much less, it looks like Blake Corum is likely coming back. Blake Corum, Donovan Edwards, J.J. McCarthy, and some of these, Darius Clemens, the 6'3" receiver. This and they got JJ going where he wants to go. If they coach him well, like I think they will, this team could be unstoppable. And the defense, they've got a number of transfers coming in. This is going to be a dominant team. So I'm good one way or the other. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm going to count down to next season. I'm so hurt and so disappointed. But as the days run on, I'll be okay and I'll get through it. I'll just look forward to next year. And let me say quickly, too, about Hamlin and the injury from last night. I am praying for him. It puts everything in perspective. I was shocked. I watched it, and I could not believe what I was seeing. So that's when we talk about football, let's remember whether it's pros or college, these guys are putting really their life on the line. All that was a hard hit and caused his heart to stop. So I don't know what to say other than I ask you guys out there to get on your knees and pray for this young man, 24 years old from Pittsburgh, a great player, but that doesn't mean anything. His football skills mean nothing. So we'll take a look into that, and again, hopefully he's right now in critical condition. They put him, induced him to coma. So I guess, his vitals are stable right now. So that's, I guess, good news. So anyway, I've had such a fun time coming down here, watching this game. It's been, to say it's been a dream of a lifetime would be an understatement. And I was a little disappointed in the first half because I thought it was going to be one of those games like last year where it really wasn't other than the beginning. However, they came back and with all the heart and all the class that I thought Michigan would do, and they just should have won that game. No ifs, ands, or buts. And I'm one to say I'm a Big Ten fan, but I just got to admit I'm happy Ohio State didn't win because all of a sudden Ohio State has bragging rights. Well, yeah, you beat us, but we're in the championship game. Which would you rather be? It's kind of like what happened with Michigan State last year. Although, Michigan State beat us, but we're in the championship. Although Michigan went a lot further last year than even State did. So either way, Ohio State played a great game, and kudos to them. I think the Big Ten, Michigan and Ohio State are two great teams, and I'm excited where things are going. I hope and pray that Jimmy stays with us, but whatever happens, if he's not he needs to nip this in the bud, and soon, if he's really seriously going to stay. So, I don't know what else I could say about the game other than it was fun, it was exciting, and, yeah, we got screwed by the refs. Let me make it clear. We got screwed. However, our coaching in the first half was horrendous and screwed us. And if Blake Corum was on a team, we would have won that game. Not because, our defense would have been the same, but we would have gotten those at least 2 or 3 red zone touchdowns. And he would not have fumbled that ball. He's a power back. All day long, Donovan was getting 1, maybe 2 yards. Donovan is a speed back. And watch Blake all year. He gets into that level. He goes for 3 yards, 4 yards. That would have kept us above, in front of the sticks. But you know what? He didn't. And that's just, it worked out the way it worked out. And I'm not disappointed. And I'm not mad. I'm not going to call us chokers. Guys, come on. 13-1. For the second year in a row, they're going to be in the top 3. And, I'm disappointed. disappointed. I'm upset. Whatever you want. I'm hurt. But this was a great season, and we're not. This wasn't our only chance. I hear so much. This was our best chance. Are you kidding? Look at what the team's going to do next year. Just mark my words. They will be back. And last year they got creamed by Georgia. We were happy to be there. This year we should have won. We didn't play good on defense, but second half we played good on offense. We lost, by 6 points in a classic game. Didn't play well necessarily, but it was close to the very end it was close as we came back. So I'm proud of this team. Go Blue. We'll catch you here probably next week sometime. And by the way, Michigan basketball. Did you see what they did to Maryland after losing to Central Michigan? They played the game of the year. They haven't played this good in a couple of years. So I was glad to see them finally have a team meeting and figure out what's going on here. So maybe there is hope. We'll see. Go Blue, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for everybody who's regulars and responding to my post on the Michigan Fan Club. And Go Blue. Oh, also, I don't want to forget to tell you, please like and subscribe and comment if possible. It means the world to us. And obviously, we don't have a Fiesta Bowl championship shirt to give away unless you want the TCU Horny Dogs or whatever they're called. I know what they're called. But so we'll have another giveaway and do some things the rest of the year. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.